Hi, this is Janet Wakeland with RemarkablyCreated.com and the Remarkable Stampers. In today's edition of My Digital Studio Monday, we're going to recreate this card or framed art piece that I created for our upcoming Remarkable Retreat this weekend. To create this, you're going to start with an 8.5 by 11 portrait piece of paper. And on my website today, www.remarkablycreated.com, I do have both an MS Word document and a PDF Word document of the words for the garden of your daily living. So let's go ahead and start with our 8.5 by 11. I like to work with punches a lot when I'm working with paper, and I'm going to show you two of the reasons why I like to do that. So let's just go ahead and find our square punch. And we're going to bring our square punch in, and we'll size it across. And we're going to fill it with Sunshine and Sprinkles paper. So let's find our Sunshine and Sprinkles paper. And let's find the paper that we want to work with, the clouds. There we go. So one of the reasons why I like to work with it is if I left click on it twice, I can zoom in. I can make the print smaller, and I can make the print a lot larger too. I can also then move the paper around. So that's one of the reasons why I like to work with it. And let's just go ahead and add paper again this way. There are many different ways to accomplish the same thing. You could also add paper with photo, but then you don't have the ability to alter the size of the print. So this is one of, like I said, one of the ways that I personally like to work with it. So now let's find our Sunset Serenade paper. Let's close that. And there we go. And again, remember I said one of the reasons why I like to work with this is because I can shift this around. I can then also alter the size of the print. So let's pull that over. I want a little bit more of that. There we go, just like that. So now what I want to do is I want to add a banner. And we're going to be doing a lot of punches on this project. Punches are a really versatile addition to your elements that you have, because you can just do so many things with filling with paper, solids, using them as a crop tool to crop out shapes. So let's just size that down. Ugh. Sorry about that. I need to be paying a little bit more attention. Talking and working at the same time, you would think I could pat my head and rub my belly as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but it doesn't always quite work that way. So let's just go ahead and color fill. There we go, gumball green. And now I want to bring in the words. And within Microsoft Word, within your text boxes on My Digital Studio, you can simply highlight and Control-C, and then come back to your project and Control-V, and it will drop those words in there. One thing that you need to know, though, is it does not maintain the formatting. Okay, so that you do need to adjust your formatting. I'm not going to do all of the fonts and all of that kind of stuff for right now. I just wanted to kind of get the words on there, and then let's just make those white so that they do show up for us. Just like that. And again, you could change the font size, you can make it bold, you could change the color, all of those kinds of things. So Control-C and then Control-V will drop it in for you. So next thing I want to do is I want to add a border behind my banner. So let's come over here back to our punches, and we're going to come up to our borders punches, and we'll open that up, and I want the dotted scallop ribbon punch. So I'm going to put that on here. And then I'm going to enlarge it so it's the whole way across. And let's color fill that with chocolate. Or early espresso, rather. Let's do that. I like dark chocolate. So now I can send that back by clicking Send Backwards here, or my favorite way to work is with the Layers tool over here under the Resource palette. And I can highlight that, make sure there's a box around it, and now I'm going to drag it behind the banner just like that. And then something else we're going to work with is we're going to work with flowers. Punches are a great versatile investment to have with your My Digital Studio, because you can do so many things, from filling them just with solid color to filling them with designer papers. You can drop shadow around them. You can add boxes around them. There's just so many possibilities of what you can do with punches. You can use them to crop shapes out of other things. So they're just a wonderful tool to have. And let's copy that, and let's paste that. And then let me just show you. Well, did this last time. Well, we're not going to do another take. So here, I want to copy that. I want to make sure I have it, and I'm going to paste it. Oh, I don't know why I keep grabbing that box. There we go. So forget it. We're just going to bring in the second flower this way. Okay, so now I have two flowers. If I want to color them all at once, I can highlight it by clicking on it, highlighting the other one, and then I can come down here to color fill, and I can fill them both at the same time. So it can be time saving to do that for you. And then let's just go ahead, and we're just going to add a center there, and we'll add a little center over here. And again, we'll just click both of them and we'll color fill them at once. We're going to make those espresso. And then let's find our Garden Whimsy stamp set. That is the stamp set that I worked with. And let's come down here. Garden Whimsy, there we go. And we're just going to go ahead and bring in a butterfly. And we'll bring in another butterfly. And then we'll bring in our little snail. And then, excuse my sniffles, I came home from visiting my parents in Seattle with a cold. So we're just going to make this a little bit bigger. Now with these, I only want one of the ladybugs. So I'm going to come over here to our crop tool. And I'm just going to crop out one that I want to work with, just like that. Okay. So now I have that one. And now I also want to color it. And I want my ladybug to be red. And so let's just make our little ladybug red, just like this. And clean up those antennae a little bit. Okay. And now I wanted dots behind that. And so what I did was I went ahead, I wanted black dots to show up, in other words. Come back here to our basics. And you're just going to grab your oval. And I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. And I'm going to bring it over here on top of my ladybug. And I'm just going to kind of start to squish it by pulling on all of the different ends until I kind of get it to the size of the ladybug, just slightly inside the margins. We'll color fill that with black, just like so. And now I can grab my ladybug, bring it to the front, and you can see now that she's got black dots. With the butterfly here, again, you're able to just go ahead and pick and choose with the coloring tool the colors that you want your butterfly to be. Let's just pick a couple colors here real fast. And then let's just go ahead. And one thing, too, is if you want to work, you've got the plus tool. So if you're having a hard time seeing and you want to be accurate, now I can come in and let's just kind of color its body. And I just made it espresso. And of course, again, you can start to clean it up working with the different size brushes and things like that. So just real quick for you to see how the different ways that you can color it. This one here, we just made it a solid orange, just like that. And you're just going to start to position them. The other thing then that you'll want to do is you'll want to start to add drop shadows. And that will give you some depth to your project. And you can adjust it here as you can see how blurry it is or how solid the line is. And then the opacity is how see-through it is. Okay, so if you just want a light shadow. So let's go back to the original so that you can see just how it looks as we start to fine-tune it just a little bit. So here I added the snail and I used the coloring tool to color it. Again, there's that ladybug. There is my butterfly with the extra colors on it. These two pennants are the exact same size pennant or exact pennant as this. They were just made very, very small. I added a stapler and then I did use the word gardening tools from one of our label stamps. So there you go, a very simple and easy piece of art. Perfect for your upcoming women's retreats or any other kind of decorating you want to do for a spring garden party. So thank you for watching my video today, and I hope you stop by remarkablycreated.com. Have a great day and God bless you.